Next on BGSU Brain Game, it is Bowling Green versus Northwood. I think we may have a thorough thumping of the thinkers coming up next. Only one team can leave victorious. Who's it going to be? Only one way to find out. BGSU's Brain Game starts right now. And welcome to BGSU Brain Game, Northwood versus Bowling Green. Let's get right to it and meet our teams. Northwood, tell us who you are.
Yep, I'm Caleb Robles, a senior, and to my left is Charlie Carroll, a junior, and to my right, Arden Stevenson, a senior.
All right, and you're coached by?
Mr. Myers.
All right, welcome to Northwood. Bowling Green, tell us who you are.
I'm Allie Parrish. I'm a junior. To my left is Owen Hauk, a freshman, and to my right is Lucy Namaguchi-Long, a sophomore.
And coached by?
Mr. Parrish.
All right, welcome to both of our teams. Going to start off in our toss-up round. There's 10 questions in this round. They're 10 points apiece. No deduction for an incorrect answer, so feel free to play a little bit looser on your buzzers. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. All right, let's get started. Bowling Green, Northwood, toss-up round starts right now. He was born Eric Weiss in Budapest in 1874 and has been called the greatest escape artist of all time. That would be Bowling Green. Allie.
Houdini.
Houdini is correct. How many syllables are in the word noticeable? That would be Northwood. Arden.
4.
4 is correct. In the U.S. Constitution, what is the subject of Article 5? That would be Northwood. Charlie.
How to amend the Constitution.
Correct. Amendments to the Constitution. With regard to the use of a lever to lift objects, which noun is missing from the following list of 3 vocabulary terms? Fulcrum, load, and what? That would be Northwood. Caleb.
Force.
Can we accept force? We can accept force. Force or effort. Give the name of the constellation located in the region of the celestial equator near Gemini and Taurus that contains the bright star Betelgeuse or Betelgeuse. That would be Northwood. Charlie.
Scorpion.
Incorrect. Bowling Green, would you like to steal? That would be Lucy.
Draco.
Incorrect. Orion is what we needed there. Orion. During the War of 1812, Battle of Lake Erie, who said, "We have met the enemy and they are ours"? That would be Bowling Green. Lucy.
General Anthony Wayne.
Incorrect. Northwood, would you like to steal? That would be Caleb.
Matthew Perry.
Not Matthew Perry. That's the Friends star, but you were so close. Oliver Hazard Perry. So, no, I'm not sure if there's any relation there or not. Okay, here we go. Back to it. Doublethink, Newspeak, and Big Brother are all concepts created by George Orwell. That would be Northwood. Arden.
1984.
Incorrect. In his novel 1984, in which decade of the 20th century was Orwell's prophetic work published? Bowling Green has a chance to steal. Sorry, did not get in time. It is the 1940s. It was published in 1949. Give the name of a disease-carrying host that transmits disease through its bite. Fleas, that would be Northwood. Caleb.
Mosquito.
Incorrect. Fleas and ticks often fulfill the role when transmitting disease. That would be Bowling Green. Lucy.
Vector.
The vector is what we needed there, yes, to humans. Which 7-letter verb means to turn aside as from a route or course of action and begins? That would be Northwood. Arden.
Deflect.
Excuse me?
Deflect.
Incorrect. Or will we accept that? She will accept that. She will accept that. All right. Moving on. The first letter is going to be D-E. So what is the scientific name for the breastbone? That would be Bowling Green. Allie.
The clavicle?
Incorrect. Northwood, would you like to steal? That would be Arden.
The sternum?
The sternum is what we needed there, yes. That is the end of all our questions in the toss-up round. Let's take a look at our score. Bowling Green, 20 points. Northwood currently in the lead with 50 points. You're going to want to stick around. Our risk and reward round is coming up next. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. Bowling Green 20 points, Northwood 50 points as we get ready to head into our next round. Before we do that though, let's check in on some substitutions. Northwood, who's joined your team?
Yep, so to my left is Liz Casper, a sophomore.
All right, welcome to you, and welcome back to Arden and Caleb, of course. And some new spots, especially in the center. Tell us who you are, new people.
I am Ariana Chung, a freshman, and to my right is Edison Ossenbacher, also a freshman.
Welcome to you, and welcome back to Owen as well. This is our risk and reward round. Both teams, you will receive the same 9 questions. They're 10 points apiece, no deduction for an incorrect answer. The 10th question is the risk and reward question. We will give you a topic. You can risk in 5-point increments up to 30 points on that topic. However, an incorrect answer will result in negative points. If you don't like the topic, you don't like what you see, feel free to just pass. All right, Bowling Green, you're at 20, Northwood 50. Northwood, you're sticking around. Bowling Green, off to isolation. All right, Northwood, are you ready for your risk and reward round? Starts right now. By what pseudonym did the American author who created The Ransom of Red Chief and The Gift of the Magi write? That will be O. Henry is what we needed there. This explorer made his first voyage to Canada at the age of 36. Name this enterprising explorer who earned the nickname Father of New France. Time. That would be Samuel de Champlain. Which wooden artistic work seen in the American Northwest often represents the family crest of Native American families in the region? It's the totem pole. In proteins, what type of bonds link amino acids? That would be Arden.
Ionic?
Incorrect. Peptide is what we needed there. Spell the word troubadour. That would be Caleb.
Troubadour.
Incorrect. O-U-R. So close. Which country's 1936 Civil War was the inspiration for one of Pablo Picasso's most famous paintings, Guernica? That would be Arden.
France?
Incorrect. Spain. What scientific process involving the conversion of sugar to carbon dioxide and alcohol is used in bread baking and in creating alcoholic beverages? That would be Caleb.
Fermentation.
Correct. Give the term from science that refers to an organism's ability to exist in an environment even though the environment is in a state of change. That would be Elizabeth.
Adaption.
Correct. According to the geologic time scale, during which period of the Paleozoic era did shallow seas spread over many former land areas? Time. Mississippian. This is the risk and reward question. The topic is the human body. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments, or you can pass. Northwood, what do you think?
20.
They're going for 20 points. Human body. In addition to hinge and mixed, what other kind of movable joint is found in the human body? That would be Caleb.
Ball and socket joint.
Correct. 20 points to Northwood. That is the end of the risk and reward round for you. That means it is now time for you to head off to isolation. All right, let's bring back in Bowling Green. All right, Bowling Green, welcome back. Are you ready for the risk and reward round? All right, starts right now. By what pseudonym did the American author who created The Ransom of Red Chief and The Gift of the Magi write? Time, that would be O. Henry. This explorer made his first voyage to Canada at the age of 36. Name this enterprising explorer who earned the nickname Father of New France. Time, Samuel de Champlain. Which wooden artistic work seen in the American Northwest often represents the family crest of Native American families in the region? That would be Bowling Green. Edison. Time. Sorry, we needed totem poles there is what we were looking for. In proteins, what type of bonds link amino acids? That would be Bowling Green. Ariana.
Hydrogen.
Incorrect. Peptide is what we needed there. Spell the word troubadour. That would be Bowling Green. Owen.
T-R-U-B-A-D-O-R.
Incorrect. T-R-O-U-B-A-D-O-U-R. Which country's 1936 Civil War was the inspiration for one of Pablo Picasso's most famous paintings, Guernica? That would be time. Spain is what we're looking for there. What scientific process involving the conversion of sugar to carbon dioxide and alcohol is used in bread baking and in creating alcoholic beverages? Time. Fermentation is what we needed there. Give the term from science that refers to an organism's ability to exist in an environment even though the environment is in a state of change. That would be Bowling Green. Ariana.
Adaptation.
Correct. According to the geologic time scale, during which period of the Paleozoic era did shallow seas spread over many former land areas? Time. The Mississippian is what we needed there. All right, this is the risk and reward question. The topic is the human body. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments, or you can pass. Bowling Green, what do you think?
Yeah.
We're gonna pass.
You are going to pass? All right, that is the end of the risk and reward round for Bowling Green. It's now time to clear our scores, and let's bring back in Northwood. Welcome back from isolation, Northwood. Let's take a look to see where our teams stand. Northwood went for the risk and reward question, went for 20, and they now stand at, got it right, they stand at 90 points. Bowling Green, they chose to pass, they stand at 30 points. Still a very, very close competition. You're going to want to stick around because things are going to change very, very fast in the category round. Questions worth 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 points. But deductions are going to start. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. We have Bowling Green with 30, Northwood at 90 points. Still very much anybody's game. Before we move to our next round, let's check in with substitutions and the shuffling of the deck. Northwood, who has joined the team?
To my left, Charlie Carroll is back.
All right, welcome back to Charlie. Caleb, thank you very much. And Arden, welcome back to you. All right, center spot. Allie, introduce yourself and your players.
I'm Allie, and welcoming back Lucy on my right.
And welcome back to Ariana as well. staying from the last round. All right, this is the category round. This is where the power shifts a little bit to our teams. They have 6 categories to choose from. Questions worth up to 30 points in this, but I must warn you teams, deductions start now. So if you go for 20, you're risking 20 points. There is a double or nothing question in there, which we like to call our game changer question. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. Bowling Green, since you are currently trailing with 30 points, you get to make the first selection.
We would like prodigies for 25.
Prodigies for 25 points. Name these things associated with child prodigies or prodigies themselves. This German word is often used to refer to child prodigies. Its literal translation is wonder child. That is Bowling Green. Lucy.
Wunderkind.
Wunderkind is correct. And Bowling Green in control.
Prodigies for 30.
Prodigies for 30 points. This female physicist from Poland won Nobel Prizes in physics in 1903 and chemistry in 1911. Time. Marie Curie is what we needed there. Bowling Green still in control.
Novels for 30.
Novels for 30 points. Name the author of Lord of the Flies. William Golding is what we needed there. William Golding. All right, Bowling Green still in control though.
Novels for 25.
Novels now for 25. In H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, by what planet is Earth invaded? That would be Bowling Green. Lucy.
Mars.
Mars is correct. Bowling Green in control, making a move.
Starts with C for 30.
Starts with C for 30 points. An adjective expressing opinions and feelings in an honest and sincere way. That would be Northwood. Caleb.
Candid.
Candid is what we were looking for. Yes, Northwood takes back control.
Solve me for 30.
Solve me for 30 points. What is the square root of 196 minus 30? That would be Northwood. Caleb.
Minus 16.
Correct.
Solve me 25.
Solve me for 25 points. If you make $11 per hour and get a 5% raise, how much are you now making an hour? That would be Northwood. Caleb.
11.55.
11.55 an hour is correct. Northwood still in control.
Solve me for 20.
Solve me for 20. What is the product of 14, -5, and -2? That would be Northwood. Caleb.
140.
140 is correct. Northwood in control, making a move.
Solve me for 15.
Solve me now for 15 points. What is 729 to the 1/3 power? That would be Northwood. Caleb.
9.
9 is correct. Northwood in control.
Solve me for 10.
Finishing off the category of Solve Me. 60 is 40% of what value? That would be Bowling Green. Ariana.
150.
150 is correct. Bowling Green takes back control.
Starts with C for 25.
Starts with C for 25 points. Radioactive element with atomic number of 96. Time. Curium is what we were looking for there. Bowling Green still in control.
Novels for 20.
Novels for 20 points. What is the name of the dog in Jack London's The Call of the Wild? Dog's name is Buck. Bowling Green in control. Your selection.
Musical potpourri for 30.
Musical potpourri for 30 points. I will provide a definition or description related to the world of music. You identify the term described. In 1958, the Flying V guitar was patented by what company? Time. Gibson. Bowling Green in control.
Music for 25.
Music for 25. What fundamental note on the piano corresponds to 264 hertz? That would be Bowling Green. Allie.
C.
Will we accept C? More specific, please.
Middle C.
Middle C is what we needed there, yes. Bowling Green in control.
Musical potpourri for 20.
Musical potpourri for 20. French verb that means to create a piece of music. Time. Compose. Yep, I knew there'd be a reaction to that one. All right, Bowling Green in control.
U.S. government for 30.
U.S. government for 30 points. After a bill passes through both the House and the Senate, how many days does the president have to sign or veto it? That will be Bowling Green. Lucy.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Will we accept that? We cannot accept that. No, incorrect. Northwood, would you like to steal? That would be Charlie.
10.
10 days is what we needed, yes. All right, Northwood in control.
U.S. government for 25.
U.S. government for 25 points. What is the first word in the body of the Declaration of Independence? That would be Bowling Green. Alley.
The.
Incorrect. Northwood would like to steal. That would be Arden.
When.
When, yes. Is that the end of the round? End of round. Let's take a look at our score. We have Bowling Green with 60 points, and currently in the lead with 265 is Northwood. Coming up next is our brainstorm round, where questions are worth 20 points apiece, negative 20 points for an incorrect answer. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. Bowling Green 60, Northwood 265. Northwood looks like someone who's rejoined your team. Let's welcome back who?
Liz Casper.
All right, welcome back. And Allie, who has rejoined your team?
Edison.
All right, welcome back to you and all of our returning players. This is the brainstorm round. All questions in this round are 20 points apiece, negative 20 points for an incorrect answer. You may confer before buzzing in. No stealing, though. I repeat, no stealing in this round. This is a timed round. Northwood, Bowling Green, are you ready? All right, brainstorm starts right now. In the sentence, he took me home, what case is the pronoun me? Time. Objective. Ancient Australians are credited with the invention of the aerodynamic toy or weapon known by what name? That would be Northwood. Caleb.
The boomerang.
Boomerang, yes. If you make a trip to the capital city of Iceland, which chilly city are you? That would be Northwood. Caleb.
Reykjavik.
Reykjavik is correct. Which nerve carries sound to the brain? Time. That would be the auditory nerve. Which Greek mythological god's domain includes the fields, herds, flocks, and that would be Northwood. Arden.
Demeter.
Incorrect. Pan is what we needed there. A 98-degree angle is bisected. What is the measure of the two? That would be Bowling Green. Alley.
49.
49 degrees is correct. Under which treaty signed in 1915 did Italy agree to enter World War I on the side of the Allies? Time. Treaty of London. In which of the Great Lakes is Mackinac Island located? Lake Huron is what we needed there. Tara is suffering from acute otitis. What of Tara's body parts is inflamed? That would be the ear. Of the body's internal organs, which one has the most mass and is the heaviest? Time. That will be the liver. With which civic process and segment of law would you associate Robert's Rules of Order? That would be parliamentary procedures. Give the name of the thin Egyptian paper that was made from, that would be Northwood. Caleb.
Papyrus.
Papyrus, yes. This unit is used to express the purity of gold, with 24 being, that would be Bowling Green Alley.
Carrots.
Carrots, yes. End of time, end of time, end of round. Let's take a look at our score. Bowling Green, 100 points. And with 305 points, our winner is Northwood. Let's give both these teams a big round of applause. In the spirit of good sportsmanship, let's come out, shake hands or bump some fists, and we will see you at the next BGSU Brain Game.